The movie opens with Jared dreaming about he and Molly's childhood, a time when they were playing dress-up. Jared always dressed up in a space suit and wanted to shoot up high in the sky for the stars. Molly, on the other hand, always dressed as a princess and wanted to get diamonds in the whole world. Jared wakes up from his dream and gets ready for work. He joins his wife, Molly, and daughter, Ellie, for breakfast. He tells Molly the dream he had, and this gets Ellie curious. She wants to know more about it since she only saw pictures of him in a spacesuit in her grandma's house. Jared goes on to tell her how much he loved it. He used to wear it everywhere and even to bed until one day, his dad got tired of it and destroyed it. His only goal wearing that was to get all the stars in the sky and present them to Molly as diamonds because she loved diamonds very much. Moving on, Ellie reminds her dad to pick her up after drama club. Ellie is a talented actress just like her dad, and her only wish is to get into the performing arts school. Jared affirms she can, only if she puts her mind to it. Later, when Jared gets into his car to drive to work, he calls Joe Pike, a friend of his in the entertainment industry, to apologize for not catching up with his auditions. Joe accepts his apologies and reminds him of the self-tape audition he has today. Before the call ends, Joe reminds him of how good he is and tells him not to let the opportunity pass him. At work, Jared tells his brother how he is getting stressed by some reports he's working on. Miles' only advice he offers to him is that he takes a break from all his worries and have some lunch or possibly do some breathing yoga to help him focus. It's lunch at school. Ellie and her friend, Jordan, are having a conversation about the lead role Ellie booked. Jordan is happy for her since she'll be doing it with her. Ellie notices Jordan's British accent and expresses interest in learning it. At Jared's workplace, they hold a board meeting to select leaders for a new project. Jared and his brother turn out to be the chosen ones. When everyone leaves, Jared tells Miles he doesn't qualify for the position because he is a newbie, but he tells him to celebrate it instead because it's a dream come true. The two later go out to have some drinks in there. Jared remembers he has to pick Ellie up from drama club. While Ellie and Jordan are conversing, Jared arrives and they hurry out into his car. Miss Donovan then has a little talk with Jared about how incredible Ellie is. At home, after Jared is done with his self-tape audition, Ellie becomes surprised at how good her dad is and says she wants to be like him. Jared gives all the credit to Molly for supporting him through it all. Soon, Jared's parents join them for dinner. Jared goes on to tell his parents about his new promotion and Ellie's position as the lead in her school play. Grandpa isn't really happy about it. He doesn't want her to take up acting as her career because he thinks it's just her hobby. Molly cuts in and lets him know how good Ellie is academically. Later that night, Molly joins Jared outside. Jared is worried about his life because of what his dad said at dinner and how he always planned his life for him since he was a little boy. Molly tells him how great he is and appreciates the love and care he has for his family. The next morning, Jared wakes up from a dream where his dad was urging him to give up on make-believe when he was a young boy. Immediately, he finds out that he has a meeting. He rushes out to get ready for work. Ellie is concerned about the stress her dad is going through at work, but Molly assures her that he is fine and even loves it when life throws such challenges at him. Hearing that, Ellie promises that she will make it big in life and appoint her dad as the star in her production. At the train station, Jared meets a man who immediately predicts that he is going through a lot just by looking at his face. Jared opens up to him and tells him how he feels aimless at times. The man then tells him to be bold and embrace all the struggles. Just as they're talking, the train arrives, so Jared thanks him for the advice and leaves. At work, Miranda lets them know that they are doing a great job. She further informs them about the upcoming trip to New York, which will require that they stay at the workplace until everything is done. Jared tries to raise concerns about it since Ellie's play is in the coming weekend, but Miles stops him and tells Miranda that everything is fine. When everyone leaves, Miles scolds Jared for trying to choose Ellie's play over a project that will give him financial freedom and also help him take Ellie to her dream school. Jared meets Miranda on his way to his office. Miranda makes it clear to him how eager some of his colleagues want his position now. She uses her life as an example, citing the family events she has missed because of work, but in all that, her family understands because she makes sure that she pays for their trips and other expenses. Jared thanks her for the opportunity and calls Molly to tell her about his schedules. Just when the call ends, he receives a call from an unknown number saying that he is qualified for the role he auditioned for. The caller gives him a location and tells him to be there in not less than an hour. After the call, Jared packs his things and heads straight to the location. On his way, he leaves Molly a message about the role and asks her to wish him luck. Upon his arrival, he meets two young ladies and a man. Jared gets into a conversation with one of the ladies named Hannah. Hannah is new in the city and currently working on her master's in the film school, so when she heard about this opportunity, she decided to give it a try. Jared also starts to talk about his beautiful family, how supportive and encouraging his wife is, and the acting prowess of his teenage daughter. As they are still talking, a man named Chaz walks in and begins to explain what their roles will be. He says it's going to be an action scene for this evening and the best talents will be promoted in the next production. On their way to the set, he explains that they'll be shooting a diamond heist scene. He hands them their weapons, which are of course rubber pistols. No script, no mask, just going in and doing your thing. When they arrive on set, the leader takes them to a party and they proceed to rob a woman's diamond necklace. One of the guards brings out his gun, but they overpower him and proceed to the entrance. On their way, they hear real gunshots. Jared thinks it's a real robbery and not a movie they're acting in. He tries convincing Hannah to come with him outside, but she hands the diamond to him and stays in the room, saying she wants to experience more. Just when Jared turns to leave, the guard finds the girl and hits her, making her unconscious. He sees Jared also walking out and shoots his leg. Jared limps his way outside, and before he passes out, Chas comes for the diamond necklace and drives away. Jared wakes up in a hospital with Molly by his side. In no time, the doctor calls Molly outside to meet Jared's detective. She found something about the director who called Jared. He plays on the dreams of young eager actors, and unfortunately, Jared became a victim. She further explains that the diamond they stole is worth millions of dollars, but Jared isn't in any trouble because he had no prior knowledge of it. Before leaving, she hands her card to Molly, but she throws it away when she leaves and joins Jared. Molly gives Jared some flowers and a note which says, "Congratulations, keep shooting for the stars, I got the diamonds." Molly turns around with the stolen necklace on her neck, and in no time, a call comes in with the same British accent just like the person that called him for the role earlier. Ellie shows up in the room, on the call and speaking the same way. The end.